Brooksaw Antiques here. Today we have this 1963 Royal Safari vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. It's got like a yellow mustard color, but I believe the official color from Royal was antique gold, so that's a much better sounding color, so I'll go with that. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper, and it has magic margins. So you just go wherever you want to go on and set your margin, and then push the button on the left. That's your left margin. So you want the right margin right. The right margin is right there, right in the middle, but if you wanted it closer to the edge, you hold the carriage release behind the knob here and push the right magic margin at the same time, and it'll allow you to put it all the way to the end. So now we have, and if you, the same concept with the left one, you push it down and you move it to the end like that. So now we have maximum margins, but I want my right margin to be right there. So I'm going to push that right margin there, and it magically sends it to that spot. So now we have about the length of a page, maybe short, a little shorter, and we're going to go ahead and type here. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. You hit the slide space, gets you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip the switch forward 1, and it skips 2. 1 more, it skips 3. That works good. We're going to keep this on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. You flip it all the way up, it prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it prints the top portion of the ribbon. When you have it all the way down, it prints a stencil, which is no ink at all. It just leaves in a stencil for copying purposes. We're going to move that up to print red. Excellent typing machine and excellent condition all around. Very nice, well-preserved typewriter. It looks like I missed a space between the and lazy, but that's okay. That's what it's all about when you type it on a typewriter. About not going to autocorrect for you, so you just got to learn from your own mistakes. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy. Or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. Shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the top left of the keyboard, works great. Column on the top right, which is the same as the tab. Right now we have 2 tabs set. We're gonna clear that one in the middle by hitting column clear, but I always like to have one in the middle so that it doesn't go slamming all the way to the slam all the way to the end, causing wear and tear on your typewriter. So I'm going to set one by hitting column set on the right side here, where my thumb is, right there in the middle, so that way when it gets hit the next time, it just stops at that instead of slamming all the way to the end. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that won't let you print, and if you hit that margin release button on the right side here, it says MAR release, M-A-R-R-E-L, it's margin release. It'll allow you to go past that and go all the way to the end. That works good. We're going to put the color back to black in the middle, and touch control on the left side of the keyboard here from low, medium, and high. The higher you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit them a bit harder for them to print, but they respond faster. I like it on low because I'm used to typing on a typewriter or on a computer, so that just, I don't like hitting the keys that hard. The hood pops off. It has these 2 little anchors that just go into the holes there. By the way, this is all metal except for this keyboard area and the keys and the knobs. So very strong, it's sturdy and durable. All the brand new ribbons loaded on this left side, so it's pulling to the right. If you want to switch that direction, you just flip the ribbon guide here to the opposite side. It'll start pulling counterclockwise to the left. You flip it down counterclockwise, or it pulls clockwise to the right. And you can do that on both sides like that. That works good. We're going to put the hood back on here, and it just goes right into those 2 little holes there and snaps in. You want to be careful when you're taking this off and putting it on, because you can bend this, and if you bend it, the keys can scrape it and it just won't print good. And if you do that, you just have to kind of bend it back into shape. Carriage release on each side. Extremely smooth. This is a very clean typewriter for its age. Hard to find them in this great condition. This thing is almost like it's new, so if you buy it, it'll last for a long time if you take care of it. You push in this button on this knob here, it'll get you to an exact spot on the page, so you don't have to navigate through the little spaces here. Each one of those clicks is a space. And that is it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.